The music that you play, how would you characterize it?
It's pretty just rock and roll, bluesy rock and roll, R&B influence in there. It's a saxophone and a real heavy guitar feel in it, you know, strong backbeat kind of music.
Yeah, okay. Who is your lead singer?
Bill Shaw.
Bill Shaw.
Yeah, about 6'6", big tall guy.
Okay, easy to see behind the microphone. Okay. When you perform out, do you consider yourself a band which plays to an audience? Do you consider yourself a club band, or do you consider yourself? Do you understand the question I'm asking?
Yeah, definitely. We play to the audience. We don't get in. We get into playing music ourselves, but we mostly like to play to put on a show, make the crowd, you know, get into it and have a good time.
So with that in mind, do you play music that is primarily cover music, or do you play your own music?
Right now we're primarily playing cover music. We're trying to split the difference. So we've got about 13 originals working right now, and probably some odd 30 covers right now. So we're trying to bring the originals up and cut some of the covers down. Because we're writing some good tunes. It's good music. It's real heavy R&B, and most of our covers are centered around a rock and blues feel.
Okay. So your first album.
Yeah.
So you consider yourself, you say, not a cover, but you play cover songs. On your first album, if you had one, this is just me trying to figure out where your head is, would you put cover songs, or would you have all your own songs on there?
I think we'd have all our own songs, except for maybe one or two covers that we've been doing for probably 2 years, that have developed into, you know, extremely good sounding tunes. So, well, to us anyway.
To you.
Crowd pleasers. I mean, the crowd really likes them.
Okay, we do have a video, and it's called The Third Planet from the Sun, and it says that it was taped a little bit from everywhere by one of our staff members, Steve Higgins, who's actually running one of the cameras. He also directed and edited it. When it says little bits were taken from everywhere.
I think the majority of it's from Main Street. It seems to be some of our better shots. None of it's, you know, real good shots, but under the conditions we had to work with. We got EJ's Club out off East Main Street. It's a place called the Old Crockett Theater in Lawrenceburg. We played. It seats about 1,000. We had about 50 people there, but it turned out to be a real good show. It was fun.
Yeah, camera angles can help you there.
Yeah.
One zoom in on that guy in the front. You know,
it looks like a big crowd anyway.
Okay.
But it's a pretty neat video. We put it together. It's Third Planet from the Sun. It's a tune that the old Audio Blisters wrote, old HR and Audio Blisters wrote. And it's kind of politically oriented, but it's kind of got a ska feel, then it kicks in. It's a good tune.
Yeah, okay. I think we're just about ready to roll that, aren't we? Okay, let's watch our monitors and get excited here. Yeah, I was right about that. Your lead singer isn't difficult to see behind the microphone.
Definitely towers above all the rest of us. So. As I was saying earlier about the Elston Place gig, that's going to be like our first Nashville gig. And then we're planning to get into maybe, I don't know, Exit In or something. It's kind of hard finding a format for the blues rock right now in larger venues because everybody's doing this alternative thing, you know, which seems to be pretty much the Nashville sound, you know. So we're trying to get into trying to bring blues rock in, like us and bands like the Blisters and like King Snakes, I think. Of course, they're way out of our class, way above Jimmy Hall and those guys, way above us.
When you when you're getting ready to expand, getting ready to take your sound to other places, are you setting up demos? How are you trying to get people to listen to your sound?
We're trying to just get some good sounding demos together, which seems to be a real problem for us. We've been in the studio several times and just haven't got anything we liked. And last Monday we got in and got some good tracks down, got about 6 tunes. Finally got us a pretty good, decent demo together, and hopefully someday, you know, in the future, an EP or something maybe, which would be cool. But that's a long way off right now.
Do you, your sound people, do they work on a different sound when you're live and when you're doing your demo? It's a strange question, but when I see bands live and hear their demos and things, they're oftentimes not the same. Sounds
no, not even close usually. It's a lot more raw, you know. We go for a pretty raw live sound, you know, heavy guitars. We get in the studio, like to tone the guitars down a little bit, bring it more background vocals and things like that, but still keep the same feel if we can.
So we're talking with Chad Evans here of the Audio Blisters. I need him to stay here with me. No, I want you to stay here through the show if you don't mind. You're making it a lot easier for me. I enjoy talking to you. Our next video is from a band called Tabloid Press, and Tabloid Press was formed in June of 1986, and they've played in Murfreesboro steadily since that time. This footage was directed and edited by Colin Monk, so let's just take a look at it. Are we ready to take a look at it now?
Not so comfortable, and you might find that if you're wearing doesn't fit you anymore, and you may think your gold and silver is untouchable. Guess again there's someone out there thinks it's possible. Striking by the clothes around your neck, and make the truth so hard to swallow. You got the car shuffle. And a string of pearls around your neck, and a string of pearls around your neck, and a string of pearls around your neck. Another retailer is knocking at your back door. Is it money he wants, or diamonds from a cash drawer in your bank? He holds you for ransom and claims it's for a holy war. Where are your friends now when money's what he's asking for? Listen. Strangle line or pearls around your neck can make the truth so hard to swallow. You got the contract, shuffle that deck before you find there's no tomorrow. And a string of pearls around your neck, and a string of pearls around your neck, ain't no string of pearls around your neck. Credit card, you owe me nothing with those bills to pay. And if you find yourself as the rock of the neighborhood, get your money from the ones who stole your pearls from you. Listen to this. Strangled by the hooks around your neck, can make the truth so hard to swallow. You got the cards, you gotta shuffle that deck before you find there's no tomorrow. And a string of pearls around your neck, and a string of pearls around your neck, and a string of pearls around your neck.
Thank you. Good night.